Hey guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're not. So today we're going to be talking about bad boys, prisoners. Why do so many women fall in love with guys who are in crime? We're going to talk celebrities who have got, an obsession with bad boys later on in this video. But we're going to start off talking about if you're born in a poor area, maybe you're from an estate or you're from the hood. Like all the guys who have minimum wage jobs, they kind of are broke. They don't have no money. They're dressing basic and they're not really seeming that appealing. So you'll have the dealer who's got more money, a nice car, better clothes, is seeming more appealing. More girls want him. He's seeming like the more desirable guy. He's popular. You'll see him just chilling in his car. The music's playing out of the car and everybody wants to chat to him. And that's the appeal that he'll be giving. And remember, if you're broke, you don't have no money in your household. So you're not getting money like that. Like your household is not filled up with, nice food. You're not necessarily getting nice things. You've probably got a father who's broke as F. He ain't got no dough to give your mama. So you're suffering and you're like, I don't want a broke ass like my dad, some guy who's on minimum wage and he can't even pay no child support. He don't want to buy his kids shit. You got to be begging him for money to go out with your friends. Like he's seeming like, the deal is seeming appealing because you're like, God damn, my daddy's broke as fuck. That's how it goes. Now, if you're young and you're living in a deprived neighborhood, you are going to be a target for the dealers. Nobody really talks about this much, but dealers just love young girls. They love to have young girls, fly-ass looking, good-looking, pretty young girls sitting in their car with them while they drive around. Unless they do nothing, they're doing what they call work, but we say do nothing. They love to be around young girls. And the problem with young girls is they like the popular guy, they like the guy with money, and that means a lot of the time they get involved with one of these, no good dealing waste man. Now, you're probably thinking, where are these girls' parents when they're being groomed into these relationships with these no good dealers from the ends? These mamas, some of them are at work, some of them are just not watching their kids at all. They don't care. They're too busy just doing their own thing. And some of them are too busy in drama and mess with their baby dad. They're too busy arguing with him about different women he's seeing, and their focus is the baby father and not the children they've had with the baby father. The problem is a lot of women, when they have kids with a man they are obsessed with. So when they have the kids with him, instead of focusing on the kids, they're too busy focusing on their relationship with that guy, like this car crash of a relationship, and they're not really watching the kids. They're too busy worrying about how he hasn't paid, how he hasn't come to check the kids, how he's sleeping with other women, and their focus is elsewhere. And while they're focused elsewhere, these dealers are looking at their daughters and saying, yeah, she looks good, and they're getting ready to groom them in. And these parents' mind is in the wrong place. It is actually elsewhere. When women get pregnant for these type of guys, they then start finding out he is just as much of a waste man, or he's going to be just as unhelpful as the minimum wage guy. They even start thinking they should have stuck with the minimum wage guy because he was a simple guy who's probably just going to, struggle to pay bills and help them raise a family. Whereas these men are in every woman. They're with all sorts of women. And they're busy. And when they have their kids and they're no longer available to be sitting in the car with him, cruising around while he's, doing his work, as he calls it, they start realizing that they're at home on their own with a baby. He ain't paying out that much money. And it's not the lifestyle they thought they were going to be getting. In fact, most of these young girl chasing dealers already have a partner. They don't normally have their own place because it's not like they can go down the estate agent and get a place. No, they're normally shacked up with one woman in her place. So they're already in a relationship. So they've now got a whole load of young girls who've got kids with them and they are becoming a loser. They're becoming a loser. They're being a deadbeat. They're not doing much. And their lifestyle's not changing because they've got kids. They're still on the estate, dealing and picking up the next young girl who's going to sit next to them in the car. They're just on a complete joking. What's even more crazy is a lot of these guys, they'll be like 28 plus. They'll be moving with like teenagers and nobody's saying nothing to them. Everybody's turning a blind eye and treating them like they're young as well instead of being like, you are way too old. Like, why are you with all these young girls? Why are your baby mamas, like, so young? Now, if you never get over your love for, shotters, bad boys, hood man, you'll find yourself, being older and being involved with the same type of guy. Now, this is when the game changes quite a bit, because if that's your man, that's your real man, like he's living with you, you're going to have to put up with things like police raids, possibly helping him out. If he's got, smoke, beef, it's possibly going to hit you. It's going to be coming your direction. And if he's locked up, you have to be doing prison visits. You have to be holding it down while he's inside. That's not a life. Like, that is a chore. You could be alone for months, even years, and that guy is going to expect you to stay alone, have no next nigga under you. Like, he's going to want you to be on your own 24/7, just taking his phone calls and coming on prison visits and sending money to his book. And because he knows he's not doing what he's meant to be doing for his woman, he is going to be paranoid. He's going to think you're cheating on him like 24/7. He's going to think, did you sleep with his friend? Did you let an ex-man come over? Because he knows he's not meeting your needs. So he's going to be stressing you the hell out when he got himself in this situation. And while you're waiting on him, all alone, spending so many occasions by yourself, your birthdays, possibly Christmas, possibly Valentine's Day, this guy, he's not going to be being faithful because he's locked up. He's going to still be talking to other women. Other women he already had on the outside. Other women he's just got to know from being in prison. Like, there's some women who really like prisoners. Like, they be sending them letters. They don't even need to know them in advance. Or they'd be asking, like, a friend, like, oh, you've got a friend in prison. Like, can you hook me up with him? I want to talk to him on the phone. So some of these men are even playing you while they're behind bars. Now, I'm not going to talk about gay for the stay, bruv. Now, I'm going to talk about gay for the stay. I'm going to talk about them. Some of these guys are gay for the stay. So when they're inside and they're doing long sentences, they be getting with a man. Because they don't want to be alone at night. Some of them want some extra protection. Some of them just want somebody to spoon with when they're in their cell. And if your man is doing that, that is a completely out of order. Like, a lot of these guys, they go down low when they're in there. Now, there is a difference between a guy who is forced into a relationship with another man when he's in prison, and one who just goes in there and he knows every time he's doing a long sentence, he's going to be gay for the stay. And truth be told, that's okay, baby, if you're going to confess. So you give your woman the choice to decide if she doesn't mind if you're going to be, going gay when you're in there. But most of these guys, they don't even have the decency to ask. They're just going to do this on the sly, and you're never going to know. Should a woman be loyal to a man that's in prison? It depends. Like, was he spending the money on you? Like, if he was doing the crime to support you and his family, I think it is wrong for you to not show him any loyalty when he's in prison. But if the crime only benefited himself, he wasn't spending the money on you or his family, he wasn't taking care of home, he wasn't being a good man when he is around, you most definitely, as a woman, should not be showing him loyalty. Because the truth is, would he show loyalty to you if the situation was the other way round? Probably not. Was he even showing loyalty before he even got caught and got in the situation? And that's what it comes down to. Does he deserve the loyalty? It's like when they say trust is earned, it's not just given. It's the same thing. Like, loyalty is earned, it's not just given. Like, if you deserve loyalty, then you're going to get it. But if you ain't being low, like, who the hell is going to be being low to you? Some of these men are expecting too much. They want to be fully this low. They don't want to be treating their woman good, but they want their woman to be catering to their every need. Like, a lot of you men are not even paying the bills like that nowadays to be deserving a woman to be loyal to you when you're not being good to her. Like, you've got to make your woman want you. You've got to make her want to stay with you. You've got to make her feel like you're worth it. A lot of women have got a thing for, like, bad boys. They like the jail guys. Phaedra Parks, she was married to Apollo. She was waiting for him when he was in prison. You've got Chrisean, obsessed with Blueface. Like, I don't think she's low, like she wouldn't go with no other guys because the DNA thing is always up in the air with her. But you can see she's obsessed and in love with Blueface. Like, she will wait for Blueface to the end of the earth. Like, if his sentence was 25 years, I believe when he comes out, Krishan would be, you know, out there waiting, waving, and ready to take him back. So a lot of women, they like these type of guys. Rihanna, ASAP's got a few problems going on right now. She's staying with him. And it's kind of like, Rihanna could have got any man. She could have got herself a good guy. Like, she could have got herself a guy who's, you know, running the bank, a bank manager. That's a rich guy with businesses. But she chose to go for ASAP, the bad boy factor, in jail, problems with the law. And it seems to be a thing where there's certain women who are just attracted to guys who have got problems. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'm definitely going to see you guys on another one.